Hey, and welcome to the Drive and Dish podcast. For January the 27th, we make our college basketball and NBA picks today. Full slate of NBA games, so we got some NBA action as well as college action. Let's first go over yesterday's games on January the 26th. Our man Dynamite David had a 2-3 overall day. Tulsa was a loser. LSU minus 5.5 was a winner. Dayton plus 9.5 was a winner as well. They won outright. St. Louis didn't bounce back like we thought quite as well after having about a month layoff. Texas minus 4.5 was lost without their coach Shaka Smart and was a loser. Tennessee versus Miss State did not set back basketball 60 years, but it might have set back basketball 40 years and did end up somehow going over the 126.5. So 2-3 overall for our man Dynamite David, 73, 83, and 1 on the year. I had a 2-2 overall day. That Missouri State plus 4.5 versus Drake. Somehow they went up 20 in the first half and blew a 20-point home lead and did not cover the 4.5. You will have to explain that one to me at some point in time, but up 20 at half at home and somehow don't cover plus 4.5. Dayton plus 9.5 versus St. Louis was a winner. Butler did not play well and continue their hot streak. UConn bounced back and Butler did not cover the 6.5, was a loser. LSU minus 5.5 versus Texas A&M was a winner. 2-2 overall, 106, 90, and 1 on the year. All right, let's get into today's games. Our man Dynamite David texted in some picks. He likes Wisconsin minus 3.5 versus Maryland today. Virginia Tech plus the 1.5 versus Notre Dame, and Georgia plus 4.5 versus South Carolina today. I like 3 games today. VMI minus 2.5 versus Western Carolina. VMI has been really good at home. They're coming off a loss to Mercer, but before that, they had a really, really big win versus Furman at home. Furman easily the best team in the Southern Conference. Western Carolina, similar to VMI, but they have been on a down streak. They have lost 5 straight games. So go into VMI. I really like VMI and their scoring ability today and the capabilities to cover that spread. So VMI minus 2.5 versus Western Carolina. Also, we like Stephen F. Austin plus the 2.5 versus Abilene Christian. This is really a great game. Anyone wanting to watch some good basketball, watch Stephen F. Austin, watch Abilene Christian. 2 really good small schools battling for the Southland Conference. They're easily the 2 best schools in the Southland Conference by a wide margin. But this should be a great game, a really good battle. But I like Stephen F. Austin and the points here. Stephen F. Austin is on a big win streak here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight wins. But really, the last 4 games, they have been crushing teams. A 26-point win versus Central Arkansas, a 18-point win versus Incarnate Word, 22-point win versus Northwestern State, and a 30-point win versus Lamar. So they've been hot. Abilene Christian, I think, is a little bit better a team, but I really like Stephen F. Austin. They have a little bit more big game experience, but this should be one hell of a game. Abilene Christian is coming off a loss to Sam Houston on January 20th, so they bounced back with a win versus Central Arkansas, but maybe a little bit of a downturn for Abilene Christian, but this really should be a really good game. But I like Stephen F. Austin plus the 2.5 here. And lastly, we're going to ride St. John's minus 1.5 versus DePaul. Really like St. John's here. Won 3 of their last 4 wins over Butler, UConn, and the Utah Valley. The Utah Valley win you could throw away, but that's a really good away win versus UConn. A nice home win versus Butler. There's a loss to Marquette in there, but that was by 2. So I think St. John's is coming on a little bit. DePaul has struggled. They started the season late, and when they started, the losses to Providence, Connecticut, Seton Hall, and UConn, and a loss to Butler in there. Their only wins are a win over Valpo, Western Illinois, and Marquette. So it's a tough road trip for St. John's. I know that going from New York to Chicago midweek, but I just think St. John's is starting to come together and play it a little bit better. And I just don't think this DePaul team is very good right now. So St. John's minus the 1.5. Road favorites midweek, not my thing, but something tells me the St. John's team is going to come out and play well tonight. if we're looking for some good games to watch, there are a couple in the college ranks. Definitely watch that Creighton Seton Hall game. That should be a really good one. But a couple small ones to watch. I talked about Stephen F. Austin at Abilene Christian. Really good game. But the other one in there, Mercer versus UNC Greensboro, really should be a good game. Two really solid teams in the Southern Conference. Play really good, fun, entertaining basketball to watch. So if you're looking for something that's not mainstream schools like Louisville, Clemson, or Wisconsin, Maryland, and it might be a little bit more entertaining. Abilene Christian and Stephen F. Austin and Mercer and UNC Greensboro really, really should be good games. Also, that Creighton Seton Hall game should be really great. All right, so let's move on to the NBA. 3 picks today in the NBA. We're at 20 and 23 on the year after going 2-0 on, I believe it was Monday. So 20 and 23 on the year, fighting back to 500. 3 games today. We're going to continue to ride the Indiana Pacers. They keep giving them pretty low spreads. I think they're a much better team than the Charlotte Hornets. So at -1.5, even though it is on the road, I like the Pacers today. We're going to ride the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think this spread is a little bloated, but I like this Cavaliers team. Detroit's coming off a win, so look for them to have a letdown here. Cleveland Cavaliers -3.5 versus Detroit Pistons. Let's see if the Cleveland Cavaliers can keep up their good play. Really like the way they looked versus the Lakers the other night. Battled hard and kept that game close. But this Cavaliers team is starting to become a little bit of something. And lastly, not a great team, but overall, Washington Wizards +7.5. This is just a straight, I don't think the Pelicans should be favored by 7.5 over anybody. They aren't a good team either. They aren't as bad as the Washington Wizards, but I just don't think the New Orleans Pelicans have any right to be favored by 7.5 points. So we're going to continue to ride the very bad Wizards teams that has pretty much cost us money all year long. Wizards +7.5. All right, that's the Drive and Dish podcast for January the 27th. Be sure to follow all our podcasts on Greenlight Network, on Facebook on Greenlight Network, and on YouTube on Greenlight Network. I'm Champ Chesterfield. You can find me on GLN Champ 5 on Twitter and Instagram. That's our show, and we're out.